So this is going to be a little bit of a crazy talk. I've had 7 espressos this morning. If I can get my hand to stop jittering, it'll be even better. All right. So fuck cyberspace. Let's do it live. This is seriously the live part of the live action. Because it's live, I just did the slides up there 2 minutes ago. This is going to be live. I have a cow to prove that it is actually alive. See this? For all those that weren't listening. Only in Portland does that happen. So, in order to get you acquainted with what I'm about to talk about, I need everyone to close their eyes and think back to their days back in the early 90s. Everyone, please, just close your eyes. Please don't put your fork into your mouth when you close your eyes, but just close your eyes. Come on, do it, try it, try it. How many of you grew up to those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sounds? How many of you secretly at night maybe put it on just to go to bed? Good, I see some like-minded individuals here. Come on. So I'm here to make a proposition that not a lot of people are going to like. It's that the internet sucks. All of its parallel computations, concurrency, all this other stuff happening all at the same time. Forget that. That stuff sucks. I mean, we're all at Node.js. Nothing happens all at the same time, right? No? Okay. I do want to make a comment on that when Menno, Malty, and Tyler are crawling on rooftops, that's when the internet's awesome. Let's give them a round of applause really quick. But seriously though, I do miss AOL. I miss those days when we had BBSs and you always get that Winsock DLL error at the wrong time. I talk to a lot of people nowadays, and it's funny, some of the memes that lived and existed, like, hey man, what's your baud rate? I've got 5600 on this. Oh, I'm rocking the hard speed of a 56K modem. Woo! We need to bring those days back, and it's actually unfortunate that a lot of people don't know how to utilize a serial port. I mean, how many of you have a serial port on your computer right now? Raise your hand. Point proven. What do you think the S in USB is? It's for serial. All right, so we have all these serial connections. We don't use them as developers. And what I'm here to tell you about is that you can use them as developers, and you can use them just as easily as if you were to write a Socket.io client. And that's why I decided to write a library for it, to help people build the Death Star. Do you guys know what the Death Star is? Let me show you.
Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready.
That's right. It never works when you want it to. So the Death Star was a very, very complicated machine that was designed for a single purpose of destroying stars. So obviously, with that intent, you would need 5 different buttons to hit in order to get the laser to work. This is very much how serial port code works. And that's part of the reason why most people don't write serial port code anymore. You have to deal with things like software flow control, hardware flow control, baud rates, retries potentially if you're going out a further wire, what happens if the packet gets messed up. It's also why a lot of people don't write TCP code at low levels. But you know what? I like writing code at low levels. I think Ryan also likes writing code at low levels sometimes. So let's get back to the slides. I took it down. So what I'm here to say is don't call this a comeback. People have been doing this stuff for decades and decades, and they're still doing it in back offices and in the basement. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. In fact, right now is a great time to be doing this. I don't know if you've been upstairs yet, but we have the cool little Arduino starter kits up there. They allow people like us, who may or may not have had a lot of hardware formal training, to do things with hardware. But in order to get access to these, you have to do serial code. And up until now, Node.js developers and not JavaScript developers, web people have not had access to that communication. I built the library that allows you to talk directly to these devices through Node.js. So please, this is the one person who has used it. Let's give him a round of applause. I built it personally not for Arduino, although that was a nice side effect that I didn't plan on. I built it for other things like X10, Z-Wave, Zigbee. These are things that you can put around the house, and I was going to turn off all the lights, but we were afraid we might not get them back on. If you don't know what those protocols are, go home and research them. They are awesome. What you get is you get a little USB stick. You can use the serial port code to push down information like turn all my house lights on. When door opens, shut dog's door. When car comes in, turn on all lights in house. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Nikolai, are you here? The dream is alive in Portland. Nikolai had this theory of taking jQuery style syntax and saying, instead of a document object, make it a house object, and then flow down from there. With this code, you can do that. Other things like rack server monitoring, your car, with this you can actually program your car in JavaScript. I might be the only one who gets giddy about that, but I'm kind of excited. And mobile devices. The beauty of a mobile device is everyone talks about how advanced they are. They still run on serial ports. So here's where the package is. Go, play with, enjoy, and if you want, you can go upstairs and we can play with it together. It's a great, great thing. It's a fun, fun world, and everything just happens one after the other. And thank you very much.